Yo, 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 man, it's your boy SasukeUzumaki slash Sharingan Stare slash Christian, and I'm in the house right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to do a little cover story about the new Mortal Kombat 9 game that's going to be hitting the shelves in April. The last confirmed date I got from a website, it was supposed to be confirmed on April 19th, and I did a video about the potential release dates, and they said it was March, you know, being around the time of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. But anyway, you know, bam, you see what I'm saying? Got that new issue of GameInformer. I do not know what game this symbol, what symbol this comes from in the game. I don't know, it might be a new one. But anyway, I'm gonna do a quick cover story about the new Mortal Kombat 9 game, and I'm gonna tell you, man, I read this article. I got this bad boy last night, and it's beautiful. Check it out. Check it out. See? Bam, sexy right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you know, you guys see it? You guys see it, cool? Yeah. See, got my man Scorpion and Sub-Zero. They getting it all, fighting. And look at that at the bottom, y'all. Back to the bloodbath. Hell yeah, for sure. For sure, man. That's what I'm talking about right there. The article is like, you know, 3 pages long or something like that. Here's a little interesting thing. You know, platform, of course, we all know is coming out for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. And they said that it's actually going to have 1 to 4 player fighting. So I'm assuming that's because of the new tag team mode. Online, they don't know yet. They don't know if they're gonna, you know, implement that online, but they more than likely will. You know, considering that the game is gonna be coming out in, you know, like 2.5 months or so. You know, NetherRealm Studios is developing it and all that. Hang on, I'm just watching the time on the camera. Man, I love this cover. Man, look at this, man. It's beautiful. Alright, let me turn the page, see what we got. See, look at that, man. Look at the beautiful imagery. Look at that. You see that? Y'all see that right there? Look at Goro, man. Look at Fierce. Man, look at that dude, man. He's like, what, nigga? What the fuck you looking at, son? nah. But look at that, man. He's beastie. I read in the article that he's gonna be a boss character, but right now they said he's not playable. Or rather, unplayable. At least that's what I read in the magazine, you know, in this little article here. And you know, you can see, yeah, that's Goro right there. I'm probably gonna assume that this picture right here, this is probably from Goro's lair, maybe, and that's probably him sitting on that throne. But yeah, you can check it out. You know what I'm saying? You can see Reptile and Kitana fighting, and then you know, they said like, for the fighting system, like, you know, it's going back to how Mortal Kombat used to be in Mortal Kombat, you know, 1, 2, and 3. Well, more than likely 2. 3 started the whole dialogue combo system thing. And sorry, I keep taking the magazine away, but I have to watch the time because I can only record, you know, some my videos at 5 minutes at a time on the camera. So. At the bottom, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but that is Sonya on right here where my pinky is. Sonya, you know, throwing down with Sub-Zero on the subway, I think. Yeah, that's the subway. And then Goro uppercutting the hell out of Nightwolf right there. man, Mortal Kombat 9 is looking to be very, very impressive. And I know the game is still being developed, so I'm sure they gotta, you know, still tweak the fighting system and decide how everything is gonna be. You already know that, you know, most of the roster is in there, but when I turn this page, well, when I turn the page, man, this is my favorite part. Oh yeah, forgot to mention one more picture. I think that's Nightwolf and Sector. Yeah, Sector. I think that's Nightwolf getting burned alive or whatnot. 1 second. Alright, you guys, I'm back. Almost lost the page for a second. But yeah, as I was talking about, when I turn the page here, look at this. Where my index finger is, man. Bam, J, damn. She still looks as beautiful as ever, man. She looks a lot like how she did in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 when she debuted and stuff. You know, she fighting Kitana at the rooftop. The rooftop was my favorite. Is my favorite arena from Mortal Kombat and Ultimate and Trilogy and all that. That was my favorite arena. You guys can see it over here. Scorpion, get over here on Sub-Zero. And then there's one more picture at the bottom. Wait, I'm not holding it too high, but that's Molina and Cyrax. You know, they throwing down in the living forest or whatnot. As I was saying, the fighting engine is, you know, still being tweaked or whatever. You know, like where I think the run button, that's not gonna come back. They're gonna have it like, they're gonna have it to where you dash, like how you did in DC. Like, you know, where you just, you know, tap forward twice on the directional pad or thumbstick, whatever you're gonna use. I know they released those limited edition Mortal Kombat 9 fight sticks. Man, I was like, damn, that junk, man, that junk is exclusive. I think there's only 200 from what I had heard. There was only 200 and all that, man. I was like, damn, only 200. That's how dope Mortal Kombat 9 is going to be. And in my honest opinion, I believe it's going to surpass Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I mean, come on, man. I mean, come on. I have much love for Marvel vs. Capcom. You know what I'm saying? To me, I still believe that Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is going to be the best. Still remain the best. I mean, you got your Dantes, you got your Chris Redfields or whatever. You got, you know, some new characters from both sides, you know, from Capcom and Marvel. But, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you know, well, I guess I shouldn't be shooting it down, actually, since I am a fan of Marvel, Capcom, and Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a fucking war for which game is better. Like I said, 2011 is gonna be shaping up to be a really, really, really good year for games. And man, come on, this right here, man, you can't ask for nothing better than that, man. What else should I talk about? Oh yeah, like in this little section right here where it says finish him, you know, the Ed Boon, he was talking about the alities, you know, the babalities, the friendships, the brutalities and all that. You know, people, you know, he was saying that, you know, like they kind of went a little bit too far with it, you know, because it's like, oh, what kind of ality can we do? Immortal, you know, like an animality, or we just beat the guy to death in a brutality and all that, you know. And you know, they were just, you know, kind of just seeing what they could get out there, you know. I mean, they just didn't want to say like, oh, we only have fatalities and stuff, you know, there has to be something else you can do. So that's where all that stuff came from. But we're not even sure, well, we can't be sure according to this article if there are even going to be like any moves like that, any brutalities or friendships or something like that. Every character is going to have an intro. I'm sure you guys watched the trailers like a million times already. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have been watching the trailers, you know, where people, you know, they come in like, for instance, Scorpion, he comes out of the ground with the Hellfire pose, and then Sub-Zero, he like freezes himself or whatever, and then he pops out of the ice, you know, like, this battle will be your last, you know, things like that. And you know, they're gonna have like a little outro pose or whatever. I'm sure you guys have also been checking out those Vignette trailers. I think Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and now Molina, she has one now. I saw that, and it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. I mean, you know, those trailers, you know, they were pretty cool. They were pretty kick-ass. Let's see, what should I read from here? Yeah, like I said before, according to the article, you know, Ed Boon said that Goro is currently an unplayable character. You know, they were thinking of probably adding downloadable content characters. He did say, however, that you know, just because we saw Kratos, you know, being a PlayStation 3 exclusive character, that doesn't mean that, you know, the 360 isn't gonna have an exclusive character, you know, because everybody who plays on a 360, who've ever played, you know, who played Mortal Kombat vs. DC, or, you know, something like that, they will get extremely butthurt if, you know, 360 doesn't get an exclusive character. But there hasn't been any talks of who that could be. You know, people were like, you know, some people were assuming that the Master Chief was going to be in it. I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Halo is pretty much Xbox's gaming franchise, but, you know, come on, man. Come on, Master Chief, a dude. Come on, man. What can he do? I mean, yeah, come on, yeah. He uses a gun, a plasma grenade, and an energy beam sword. I mean, other than that, what can he do? We never seen him, you know, fighting, like, you know, like hand-to-hand combat or anything like that. I'm not knocking you guys, you know, for liking Halo. I mean, if that's your thing, yeah. I mean, I played Halo myself, so, you know, I'm just saying. But overall, you know, this article is pretty damn sexy, man. This is pretty sexy. Okay, so I'm gonna run down the list of you know, returning characters. Let's see who we got. We got Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Raiden, Johnny Cage, Kung Lao, Sonya Blade, Jax Briggs, Reptile, Kitana, Melina, Cyrax, Sector, Nightwolf, Goro, Jade, Shao Kahn, and of course, like I said at the bottom, you know, Kratos. Kratos right there. This article, you know, it was pretty good, man. I was fucking glued to this article, you know. I mean, just looking at it, man, it just makes me want to have the game right now. I bet a lot of you guys ever get that feeling when a new game comes out, and then you start seeing, like, gameplay of it, and you're just thinking, no, man, if it's still in development, shouldn't you guys be, like, on a computer or something? I mean, come on, can't you just already release the game and let us get loose on that? Man, the excitement is building, man. We are getting closer. You know, when you got stuff like this, and, you know, man, when you're a huge diehard fan like me, man, all this, man, in April, man, that's gonna be tight. I also wanted to talk about a little bit more about the fighting mechanics. In the article, in the section that says the art of combat, since Mortal Kombat, ever since Mortal Kombat 3, like I said, when they had the dialogue combo system, you know, people kind of complain because they're like, oh, it takes away the freedom of the game. Now, me, honestly, I actually got used to playing like that. Now, you know, when I'm playing a game like, you know, Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe, you know, that was hard. You know, those combo challenges, man, they were ridiculous because, you know, a lot of the way you play the game, you have to juggle, and then combo your special moves into them. You know, those things like that. I'm only doing this because I'm not sure if you guys could actually see. If you guys can actually see all the pictures and stuff, so I'm just gonna show it like one more time. You know, go look at that. Game of the Year, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Oh yeah, GameInformer, they also did like the top 50 games of the year and all that stuff. You know, a lot of times when I'm reading GameInformer, I just, you know, go through the magazine and see what games I'm really interested in. So I kind of want to, you know, let you guys get a good glimpse and stuff of all the pictures and all that. You know, let you guys get a good view. You know, here's the article. You know, familiar tale, but reimagine. More of the story mode was released, and you know, well, at least what it's going to be about anyway. Raiden and Shao Kahn are like the last two who are left after the Battle of Armageddon. So when he is fighting, the future is pretty much Armageddon. This is going to be like, you know, everybody knows that this is a sequel to Armageddon, but at the same time, the events that happen within the game, you know, they're before. So Raiden in Armageddon sent a telepathic message to his past self and warns him about, you know, Shao Kahn, winning, because he's about to conquer the universes, and it's only them two left, and they're still fighting for control of all the realms and stuff. So from there, that's where Mortal Kombat 9 takes place. It's after Shao Kahn somehow becomes victorious. So to prevent the future from happening, he sends a telepathic message to himself in the past and stuff. Oh yeah, I think this is one picture I forgot to show you guys. But yeah, this is pretty much all the things I really wanted to talk about. I hope you guys didn't get bored from me talking too much. Ah yes, Jade, man, Jade, you gotta love a woman in green. Gotta love a woman in green. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, Kitana and Jade mixing it up right there. Cyrax and Melina. I already had a yearly subscription to this, so of course I got it. Some of my friends online, they were saying like, "Oh, did you guys get that yet?" I hope I explained the main points and stuff, the finish hymns and all that. Come on, some people know that, already know that a character's fatality, like how back in the day when Kung Lao would cut the guy in half, then the other fatality he would throw off his hat and cut the guy's head off, and now in one fatality he does both. So another one, it's always up to the creators and how they're gonna also do the finishers. Speaking of finishers, watch that new Melina character trailer in Mortal Kombat 9, man. It's beautiful. Sexy, man. It's beautiful because just watch the end of the video and you're going to be like, I want this game now. I mean, most fans of the series probably do want this game, like me, like right now, but we just gotta hang in there for a little while longer and just see where it goes from there. Man, Mortal Kombat, ooh, it's gonna be beautiful, man. I can't wait to play this game. But hopefully you guys enjoyed my little cover story of the GameInformer article. So leave your thoughts in your comments about this. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, that is Shang Tsung sitting right there. Oh, look at that stab to the chest right there. Damn. Ed Boon in NetherRealm returned to the iconic fighter to its gory beginnings. Back to the bloodbath, y'all. It's coming in April, man. I can't wait. Anyway, man, this is SasukeUzumaki /RunNotThere/Christian. Pick up this magazine if you can from your local GameStop or anybody else that sells games to pick up your GameInformer copy and read more about the new developments in Mortal Kombat 9.